Good morning and happy Mother's Day, everyone. Today, my mother and I are heading to a castle for Mother's Day brunch. There'll be a little assortment of foods beforehand, and then after they take you on a tour of the castle in our hometown. So
let's get to the action.
yes, it's right here. This red-headed woodpecker, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. He was on a tree and I got excited. And I was like, oh, we're never gonna... He's sitting? Is he sitting on the ground like a little angel? Oh my gosh. I love this little dude. Mom!
So cute.
Is that not the cutest thing? Okay, bye-bye. I've now finished all of my food, completely devoured. Mashed potatoes, incredible. They had like a little bit of an onion and chive situation going on. Fluffy, great. The eggs were really good, not liquidy or runny, which is a big thing with me. I really like dry, fluffy eggs, really good. Bacon, crispy. Ham was really flavorful, like a maple brown sugar situation. And because I'm gluten-free, I can't eat like the biscuits and gravy and some of the other stuff or the waffle bar. So for me, it was really exciting that there were options. What are your thoughts, Mother?
So good. Everything. 10 out of 10.
How was the biscuits and gravy? Because I didn't have that.
Yeah, really good. Espresso coffee, fantastic. Ham, pineapple glazed ham, fantastic.
Exciting news, everyone. I can have this pudding. I'm just gonna give my mom the cookie probably, and also cheesecake. I just won't eat the breading at the bottom. I'm excited that I have some choices. Let's see how they try this cheesecake. I'm excited. It's got like strawberry on the top, or maybe it's cherry. We'll find out. Yeah, like cherry. Really good. Now something cool that they offer here is a tour of the castle on the grounds. So you can either walk or they can bring the van. We're bringing the van because I bummed my knee yesterday, so I'm not trying to be in the middle of a forest. My butt just fallen. So we're taking the van down and he's gonna do a little tour of the castle grounds. So let's see how that goes. And I'm pretty full, but I'm still probably gonna have some mac and cheese pizza left over this weekend.
It was a great brownie to end it all.
Yeah, it was good. So let's go on this adventure. I feel like I'm back in school and we are on a field trip.
You should say about the hotel.
Oh yeah, so they have the castle on grounds, they also do tents and camping, a rope course, a zip line, and they also have this hotel. My mom spotted like the picture perfect bird's nest. Look at this. Oh my gosh, how cute is that?
This is Stronghold Castle, built in 1930 by the Strong family. He was married and had 5 children and wanted to create a summer home for him and his family. In total, it only cost $80,000 as it was built during the Great Depression, and he paid the workers 25 cents. Here you can see the bunkhouse and the carriage house where the servants and the playroom were. This artifact was brought in from France. While we were doing the tour, these eagles were soaring overhead. We have a lot of eagles in the area, so it was just cool to see them kind of guiding us on our tour as well. Here's a closer look at that carriage house. The chauffeurs would live above, and then the servants' quarters were actually attached to the back. And here we have the bunkhouse where the children played during fancy parties. The property also has a pool. It's pretty deep at 8'3" and is the deepest one in the county. There's lots of land up on this hill, and the woman of the house loved to look over the river while she would sunbathe. Love that. There were a bunch of rooms in this. It actually can fit 60 people comfortably. And while these do not look accurate to how they were in the 1930s, lots of little details can still be seen about where the children made their own little woodworking projects, and are still seen in the current castle.
Had that growing up.
Dudette and Mom? Dudette's mom?
Dudette's mom.
Now, Now, this is called the long hall or the entry hall where the guests would arrive, and Mr. Strong actually had them adhere smoke detail to the wall so it looked like an actual castle back in the day. Here's some pictures of the family members. Here's the whole family together, and his whole thing was he really did want it to seem like an old castle, so he was very big into distress work and making sure everything looked antique, even though obviously it was not. The castle itself actually goes up 5 stories all the way to the lookout tower on the very top. So it has these really cool, nifty little winding stairs that were slightly terrifying to go up, but that'll be later in the video. Here was the kitchen. That big table in the middle was actually made of 3 solid trunks and made the floor sag. And here you have the dates, 1930, when they actually built the castle that the kids carved, and they also carved these little designs into the top of the design work here. And then it has 1632, which is when the Strong family came over from Europe. And there was a little button here that you could call for help in the kitchen. So if you wanted anything, you just push it there. And unfortunately, the dad died a year after this place was completed, which I thought was really sad. And of course, they had to have the fancy hearth oven here as well. On the bottom level, there were some more rooms. They do hold events here where you can stay over and retreats and things like that. And there was also the world's tallest, smallest tub, and I thought it was cute that they had a little tiny tub in there. So of course I had to video that as well. My mom pointed out there was a suit of armor that I completely missed. And this was a secret passageway. There was a bunch of secret passageways in here. And that's the Strong family crest. And this was a mud room where the kids would just take off their boots, but it was also designed as battlement windows where people can poke through. This was the grand hall where they had lots of events, and the children helped design that chandelier. And here is the secret chapel that is through a secret door in the library when you open one of the bookshelves. And it had this creepy little hallway that you walked through. Here's some pictures of the paintings that were on top. I loved it. This is called the Wicker Room. It was one of the sunrooms that the lady of the house liked to use, and this was created to represent the children. Then you have more views of the Great Room with a secret passageway, the room where children would warm themselves after they came out of the bath. And here we have the lookout tower where you can see the entire property, all of the river views and trees, and it was just absolutely incredible. And it also gave you a good view of the castle below. One of the interesting parts of it was this room called the Rumpelstiltskin room that tells the story of Rumpelstiltskin with these murals. And as they've been updated, little people have left things like this Batman symbol. And here you get a better look again at that library, and I'll even show you which bookshelf is the secret passageway entrance, the one in the middle right there.